Hello guys, welcome to SPM Science. Myself Bikas Mohandamai. In this video, the topic of discussion is Chinese scientist one of new coronavirus, NeoCov. Coronavirus are large family viruses that are known to infect animals and humans. There are hundreds of coronaviruses, most of which circulate among such animals as pig, camels, bats, and cats. Sometimes those viruses jump to humans called spillover event and cause disease. SARS coronavirus emerged in November 2002, caused severe acute respiratory syndrome. That virus disappeared by 2004. Middle East respiratory syndrome is caused by MERS coronavirus transmitted from an animal reservoir camels. MERS was identified in September 2012 and continued to cause sporadic and localized outbreak. The third novel coronavirus to emerge in this century is called SARS-CoV-2. It caused COVID-19 disease. The World Health Organization declared a global pandemic on 11th March 2020. Now, recently, scientists of Wuhan city of China issue a warning regarding the new coronavirus. This coronavirus has been called NeoCov. First of all, NeoCov is not a new virus, it is an old coronavirus. NeoCov is a bat coronavirus that was first identified in 2011. It was identified in a species of bat known as Neuromacia, which is where the name of NeoCov was derived. NeoCov shares an 85% similarity to MERS-CoV in the genomic sequence, making it the closest known relative of MERS-CoV. So, to note that NeoCov is not a MERS virus and it is not a new variant of SARS-CoV-2 virus which caused a current pandemic. Although like MERS and SARS-CoV-2, NeoCov is also a member of coronavirus family. The scientists in Wuhan found that NeoCov used BAT-H2 receptor to infect the bat cell, and we all know that SARS-CoV-2 virus used human H2 receptor to infect humans. So the receptor used by both the viruses are H2 receptor, but NeoCov used BAT-H2 receptor to infect the bat cell and SARS-CoV-2 virus used human H2 receptor to infect human cell. And you should remember that this BAT-H2 receptor and human H2 receptor are not the same. So a virus which can use BAT-H2 receptor to infect bat cell cannot infect human cell. So if H2 receptor are not the same in both the cases, then can NeoCov infect the human cells? For now, the answer is no. Till date, it has not infected any human cell. But the Chinese researcher found that if a certain mutation occurs, T510F, that is threonine, is replaced by phenylalanine, then this NeoCov virus can infect human cell. But that's not inherently immediately alarming, and it certainly does not mean that a species jump is imminently about to happen. Remember, this virus was first described a decade ago. This is not a new development. That being said, this type of research is important because it lets researchers know what type of thing to continue to maybe develop vaccine technology that they could address and new treatment modalities that may be needed at some point in the future. There are hundreds of viruses that could be described as being just a few mutations away from being able to infect humans. This is nothing new, even if it is something that we should keep an eye on as we have been doing for the last decade. According to the researcher, if this mutation happens and the new CoV start to infect human cell, then it will become deadly. It will have a very high mortality rate, 33%, that is 1 in 3 person will die. But let me tell you guys, this is just a hypothetical and unpaired data which is still to be reviewed by an expert. Because as we know, this virus has not infected a single person yet, and the current version can't infect human cell at all. Even if this happens in the future, virus will mutate and infect human cell, and then its death rate will 33%. There is nothing to afraid of. This might be a good news because the more transmissible virus are often less deadly, and the more deadly disease are often less transmissible. Let's see why the more deadly disease are often less transmissible. For example, let's assume that if this is a person who is infected with a virus which has a high mortality rate, all the symptoms in this person will be severe and this person will be very sick, so that this person will be away from the contact of other people. Due to this, chain of infection will be broken and the virus will become less transmissible. And in the less deadly virus, The person can spread virus without any symptoms. Due to this, the less deadly virus are often more transmissible. For example, Middle East Respiratory Syndrome is caused by MERS coronavirus. In September 2012, MERS had a death rate of approximately 35%. Remember, this death rate is more than SARS-CoV-2 virus. MERS-CoV has been detected in 27 countries in the Middle East, Africa, and South Asia. Since its discovery in 2012, there have been 1,180 cases and 483 deaths from MERS-CoV reported by the end of May 2015. If we compare MERS-CoV with SARS-CoV-2, which has around 3.4 death rate, as we all know, every day there are millions of cases of COVID-19 and thousands are dying per day by SARS-CoV-2. From this data, we got to know only 1,180 cases of MERS-CoV were reported, while MERS has a high death rate around 35%. And as we all know, millions of cases of COVID-19 are being reported per day even though its death rate is only approximately 3.4%. So that we can say SARS-CoV-2 is more transmissible but it is less deadly, while MERS is more deadly and it is less transmissible. This is the general trend that we get to see. Obviously there can be exception to this trend, but this is the case among the disease. That was all on some important information you need to know about NeoCoV. Thanks for watching this video and giving your valuable time. For more such videos, subscribe our channel and don't forget to like and share this video.